Yo,
The General.
what's up, man?
I'm blessed, man. It's good to see you, man. We ain't caught up in a while, man. I've been looking forward to this, man. What's good with you, Playboy?
Yeah, no, I'm doing good. I just got in the house, ready to get this started. How you been?
I'm blessed, man. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it, man. Just like, like everybody else, just taking it one day at a time, man. With everything that's going on out in the world, man. My household, we a family of faith, so we just, leaving it all in God's hands and, doing all we can do to be safe, you know what I mean?
So yeah, you trying to get this Instagram live started with a bunch of athletes and things like that?
Yeah, man. Normally it'll be playoff, Donofrio right now, you know what I'm saying? So, I would still be out in the mix,
I know about Donofrio,
Yeah, I already know. So I would be at the games with the camera, still in the mix now. But since we kind of everybody on quarantine, I was just trying to figure out some creative, things to do to still, interact with the athletes and, get a fan something to talk about, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do as well, I appreciate you being the first one. We IG live right now, but I'm actually filming. I got my camera in the background, so my camera's filming the interview. So I'm gonna upload the whole interview to YouTube as well afterwards.
Yeah, no, I think that's a dope idea. It's a real creative way because a lot of kids be on technology right now, especially when you're quarantined.
100%, and just like I said, I'm an old head, so it shows my old headness that this is my first IG live video.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, man, I'm happy to be here. Happy to be the first one. I know you can do good things with this, so.
No doubt, yeah. My wheels is already turning, man. So before we get into the interview, man, two things I want to do real quick. First, just want to give a big rest in peace shout out to the old head OG Paul Gripper. Who passed away. We definitely lost a major part of our hoop culture. Every time I seen him on like Facebook or whatever throughout the years, I didn't know him personally like everybody else, but I knew him well just through sports and everything. All the athletes that had come under him that he had coached, like from Dante Scott, Chris Ings was his young bull, Lucas. Exactly, Alan Powell, Lucas Monroe, all them guys. I would see, Naeem McLeod. I would see pictures with him. He coached all them young guys, so he's definitely gonna be missed, man. And I'll be praying for his son and his daughter as well.
Yeah, he was a real good dude, though.
Yeah.
He was a real good dude around the city, brutally on. But he definitely helped hundreds of kids around the city. Probably even, just so many kids. He's a great light of the city. I'm sending my condolences as well.
Yeah. All right. So before we get into the interview, just want to loosen you up real quick. I know you a veteran regarding interviews. All the post game interviews at Binghamton. I'm sure they was always in your face with the camera for the post game, and you very articulate. We're gonna loosen up. We're gonna have some fun real quick. All right, just get this thing started. Have you ever seen any of the 10 random questions little videos that I put out there?
Yeah, I seen you a couple of them on YouTube.
No doubt.
Subscribe to your channel.
No doubt. Well, I'm gonna give you 10 random joints real quick just to loosen up. All right.
Let's go.
All right. Your favorite TV show of all time?
Everybody Hates Chris.
Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah.
You still be watching the reruns?
I can. They don't really air it a lot no more, so I really got to search to find it.
No doubt.
But I grew up. I think a big part of it was because I grew up in like a house, so we didn't really have a lot of cable.
No doubt.
But it used to come on channel 57 all the time.
No doubt.
That show's still crazy. Yeah.
100%. Those billboards. When you're driving down the highway, those digital billboards that be on the side of the highway.
Yeah.
The big billboards. If you had rented out one of those billboards for a week and could put any message on the billboard right now, what message would you put on the billboard?
That's tough. I don't really have no specific like quote or nothing.
Just anything. What would it say?
It would. I don't know what it would say, but I know it would speak to the kids from like similar environments and neighborhoods like me, and something that can motivate them and show them that they can be bigger than themselves. So I'll probably, in fact, since I'm an athlete, I'll put like a collage of athletes that made it or that's in college, and I'll put it in an area where like I know a bunch of kids that like don't really see a bunch of success will see it every day, just so it can be a daily motivation to them. So something
like wow, such and such on there. He from my neighborhood, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's important.
No doubt. Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, or Tracy Morgan?
Oh, Kevin Hart. I'm a young buck.
No doubt. Yeah, I know you slow it down. All the young boys in the hip hop and rap and all that kind of stuff, but everybody slows it down no matter what age, no matter what age you are. Your favorite R&B singer currently, like when you need to slow it down?
Oh, John Legend by far.
Oh, okay. What you know about that? Okay, I respect that.
Yeah, John Legend different.
That's real smooth. I respect that. That says a lot about you if you say somebody like John Legend. I respect that. Your favorite cereal? Everybody eats cereal.
My favorite cereal, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yes. You could live here. You can live here with my family. We love that as well.
Yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch for sure.
Favorite cartoon, growing up or now or growing up?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I was a big Jake and Josh fan too.
No doubt. All right. Down the bottom, West Philly. It's all the corner stores. Corner store on every other corner. When you was a young boy, about 9, 10 years old, you had $5. You go to the corner store. What you gonna buy?
I'm gonna buy a cheesesteak, a chicken cheesesteak, salt, pepper, ketchup, mayonnaise, lettuce. I'm gonna buy 2 bottles of water. That's $4, and then I'm gonna buy two 50-cent bag of chips, probably Ruffles.
Just spend the whole $5.
I spend the whole $5.
It's a cookout, summertime. What's on your plate?
Baked mac and cheese, fried barbecue chicken, and yeah, that's them two. They the first two I'm going to probably fill Toledo.
No doubt. Cabbage.
They got it out at the cookout, yeah.
No doubt. Last two. How many pairs of sneakers do you currently own? Are you like a super sneakerhead, or you just kind of have a few to keep you going?
I ain't no super sneakerhead, but I just have a lot because I just do. So probably about, I got probably like 15 pairs up Binghamton, and I got like probably like 24 here.
Wow. You still have?
It's like half basketball. I haven't worn like all of them.
Yeah. Do you still have any like something that you still have that's special from your AAU days, like a pair that you had from then, or you got rid of all that stuff?
Nah, I'm more the type like I would never keep shoes for so long. If so, I can. Every dude in my household is a 13. So
no doubt.
I'll end up just giving them away. I'm not a sneakerhead like that.
Oh, you wear 13?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm also a 13.
I've been wearing 13 since 7th grade. I thought I was going to 6.
Oh, well, let me just put my bid in. I'm also a 13.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Lastly, favorite Philly basketball player of all time and why?
Kobe, if you count Kobe.
Yeah.
I like that. I think I got his mentality more so. The type of leader he is.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the leader that everybody would just be like, yeah, that's the perfect one. It's like a lot of controversy in the way he leads. I feel like I do that too, but maybe mainly the Mamba mentality, just the way he think. Kobe is the type like no matter what team he's on, he feels as though he can beat anybody because he's on that team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I just feel like I got that type of personality. Yeah, Kobe's just a dog, work ethic and everything. He's one of the greatest of all time. So
no doubt.
That's easy.
No doubt. Well, appreciate that, man. Appreciate allowing the people to kind of get to know you a little bit before we get into the serious stuff, man. Appreciate it. So right off the top, my first question to you is like describe with this first question. Talk about yourself like you're not yourself, and just answer the question plain and simple. Who is Sam Sessoms? Like who is Sam Sessoms in any way you want to describe Sam?
I'll do it as if because it's like different people from different perspectives know different Sams.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll do it as if how most people know me as like a passing by guy.
No. Break it down like that if you want to, because my next question was going to be like, how would your family describe you? So that exactly along the lines of what you said.
My family would describe me very self-driven, outspoken, hardworking, determined, intelligent. I never had nobody like. I never asked my dad, "Yo, I need a ride here to this workout." If it came down to it, I'm getting $5 and I'm traveling on a bus or something. Mm-hmm. So I'm very self-driven. If you ask my coaches, hard worker, respectful. A lot of them say I got like a similar mentality, like Mamba mentality. But yeah, hard worker mainly. Outspoken. I'm outspoken everywhere. Yeah, that's just me.
I definitely know that side of you as well.
Yeah, and if you ask like my friends from like Binghamton, Shipley, and all that, they'll just say fun guy, respectful, outgoing, hard worker. I think self-driven is the most important one. Like no matter what I'm doing, basketball, academics, trying to get to this goal, I'm like self-driven. I don't need nobody. And you're also a leader.
Yep, Coach Riley said you're a leader as well. Yep.
Yeah, no matter what group I'm in, I always kind of like. A lot of people just kind of like listen to me in a way.
Yeah.
And like respect me.
Mm-hmm.
Like even when I played with like team final, I wasn't like the go-to guy, but it was like two McDonald's All-Americans.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't look at me like, you know how McDonald's All-Americans be like, I'm a Mc. No, it was
like,
always,
no, I'm the guy. They here to see my name. Yeah.
Yeah, it was always like people knew me, so I kind of got that leader aspect. Everybody, you know.
Yeah, real quick, was that always a quality that you had? And when did you know that you had that quality? Like, you know what I mean?
I think it started from my basketball days when I was younger. Because usually that just happens when you play basketball and you're one of the best on the team. But then as I started going to Shipley and like seeing different perspectives, having my mind and brain open up to different things, I became like active inside of things like BSU, speaking up at the school, talk about how it feels to be the only minority inside the room, you know, being real uncomfortable doing. So I've been real uncomfortable doing things like that because all the schools I went to was predominantly white.
Gotcha.
But I never was afraid to say something because how people will look. I always, you know, and once that happened, and Shipley kind of made me like that in a way. So now it's like I'm not afraid to talk at all in those settings, and people just kind of respect what I'm saying.
No doubt. Appreciate that. Let's start from the beginning. First off, where are you from? Tell the people where you're from.
I'm from West Philadelphia, 39th Street, 39th and Wilson.
And describe, you know, what, for anyone who doesn't know that area, that's considered the bottom, correct?
Yeah, down the bottom, yeah.
Describe, yeah, go ahead.
Describe the area?
Yeah, just describe what it was like, you know, growing up down the bottom, for anyone who doesn't know, you know, what that experience is like.
It's definitely tough. A lot of probably like lower class, a lot of crime, stuff like that. It's kind of like what you see on movies in a way. That's like the crazy part because I really be experiencing it. It's definitely a tough upbringing, you know, but it made me who I am. You know, you could like compare me to a lot of kids on the court. You can just see like something's different, and it comes from 39th Street. It's just different down there, you know. That's why like basketball, it really is not no pressure. Like talking smack, like that's why the bigger reason why I'm not afraid to talk smack is because like even if I do get outplayed, it's like I've seen worse things, I've been through worse things, you know. And my environment and neighborhood brought me up around that, you know. So it's definitely a tough upbringing, you know, but it made me who I am. Yeah,
that you kind of touched on my next question. Like growing up down the bottom, how do you think that translated to your basketball game? And what you know, what pieces did you take as far as being tough and all that? Did you incorporate into your basketball game, whether you knew it or not?
No, you gotta learn how to survive. You know, you gotta learn how to survive. You gotta learn how to maneuver through the problems you're gonna face. And I definitely took that. You know, like I said, I've been through so many problems, and I got out of it. I rose from those. And the same thing's happening in the basketball world to help me get in this position today. It's nothing. It makes problems that happen in school and basketball so minute because of the things I've been doing in real life. So I definitely brought that. Learn how to maneuver through certain crowds, you know, because even in the neighborhood or the hood, you know, it's like it's a lot of people that you got to watch out from, and you got to maneuver through, like, you know, just weird people. And I know how to do that on a broader level with different people from different walks of life, different perspectives, and I know how to keep it casual, you know. Just to be a very, very likable person. Yeah,
so being able to maneuver around all the nonsense going on in the neighborhood, has that made it easier for you not to fall into the negative crowd when you got up to Binghamton and you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just knowing how to, you know, because you know, it seems like you already had experience, you know, steering away from, you know, negative things and all that kind of stuff. Did that make it easier or what?
No, I mean, it definitely made it easier because when I'm up school, Binghamton and Shipley, like, it's nothing that's going on that's worse than my neighborhood. You know what I mean? So it's like, I never seen nobody doing things up Shipley, and I'm like, yo, this is crazier than what people do down the bottom.
Yeah.
It's really easy, but I know how many people would be more than grateful to be in a position I am as far as being at Shipley, Binghamton, you know, and now Penn State. You know, so I don't play with my blessings. That's one thing you don't do when you, like, come from the bottom, you know. A lot of people, you gotta be ready, you gotta be grateful for all the opportunities you get because a lot of people don't receive those things, you know. So I'm a self-driven person. I know what I did to get to this place and how hard it is for somebody in my neighborhood to get here. So the last thing I would do is mess it up.
I know that's right. I'm glad you realized that. Let's talk about what type of kid was Sam Sessoms? What type of kid was Lil Sam?
So at in middle school, I used to get suspended all the time.
Wow.
I used to get suspended all the time.
So wait. I remember seeing some on like either your Instagram, like you posted some old pictures of a little Sam, little guy when you was little dude. So you was that bad little dude running around.
Yeah, I was bad as hell. That's all I kids. But in middle school though, I used to get in trouble because every kid is like, you get distractions, you just bad. Like that's how the kids is in there. So I used to finish my work like 20 minutes before everybody else.
Wait. Oh, somebody's laughing. Said, "Yo, Leaf Wall Street said he was thrown off, man."
Yeah, no, that's my brother. Yeah, that's my brother. No, it was like I used to finish schoolwork 20 minutes before everybody else. So now when I'm done, I used to just mess with people. I used to just do a lot of bad things, but it was because I was too smart, and I used to be bored because my teachers give me extra work.
No doubt.
And then one day, one of my teachers was like, "Hey, yo, you might just go to a different school, like Shipley." They recommended Shipley because I was too smart. Everybody always knew I was a good kid.
Yeah.
I had great relationships, but they also knew but Sam was bad. I was like a bad kid that everybody loved.
No doubt. It makes a lot of sense. That's funny. What other sports did you play growing up besides basketball?
Played football.
What position?
Yeah, that's it. Tight end, running back.
No doubt.
I played when I was real young. I was always thick, so they had to put me at tight end, and then I would play running back because I was strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was younger, but I took basketball serious when I got probably it was strictly basketball by the time I was like 12, so I was real young when I played football.
Gotcha. So if it wasn't basketball, could you have seen yourself still playing football, or you didn't love it like that?
Yeah, I can see myself still playing it because I know I like physical contact first of all, but as soon as I would have seen a glimpse of a positivity that football had on my life, and I would have seen that small impact, I would have kept going with it.
Gotcha.
I don't really see a lot of positive things.
Yeah. Gotcha.
That's all I really need. The love of football, I would keep doing it just because I know what it could do for my life, even if I didn't love it.
Gotcha. What were your earliest, if you can close your eyes and just think back to your earliest or first kind of memories of hoops, basketball? What are some of your first, your earliest memories of basketball that you still haven't forgotten?
So the earliest memory of me watching was watching my dad play.
Oh, okay.
At the park, 35 and over leagues, and me and my sister used to run around in the recreation center while they played hide and seek. But as far as me playing basketball, I remember at the park we had a playground. It was probably 8, and I remember just the earliest memory I ever had of me playing basketball. I remember I could have had the ball, but I was scared. My cousins plucked the ball that was rolling the other way, and I just ran super slow and let it go out so I wouldn't get it, and my coach subbed me up. That's my earliest memory. I was scared.
So you just was it just nervous or just what?
I was scared.
Scared.
I was always good. People always knew I was good, but it was my first time playing in a referee and stuff, and I was just scared.
That type of atmosphere. So you can go and hoop comfortably, in the neighborhood with your friends at school, but in an organized, whole bunch of people watching, people in the stands, referee, it's noise, it's a score clock, that kind of.
I was young too, though. I probably was 8 or 9.
Okay, so a little guy.
I was really young.
Yeah.
But I was just afraid.
Got you. Let's talk about your hoop history. Any when you first started playing organized ball, from middle school, all that kind of stuff. Middle school.
So, my first league I played in was 11 and under. It was a CYBL, Christian Youth Basketball League. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it was a Christian basketball league. I played for this church on 46th Street Baptist Church. It was 11 and under. I played with them. Then I met the Bottom Ballers basketball team while I was playing with them. And I'm trying to think. I played with Bottom Ballers probably from 3rd to 8th grade. When I got to 8th grade.
Oh, so wait. So Bottom Ballers was an actual team.
Yeah.
Oh, some of your comments people would leave on Instagram or just on videos, people would say Bottom Ballers. I just thought
the bottom.
Yeah, I just thought they was giving you a shout out, saying you was from the bottom.
That was a thing.
A team. Oh, I didn't know that. Cool.
Like Lane Greer played with them. Antoine Butler, Hakeem Barrett, Jalen
Hot Bird as well. They would say, bottom ballers, regarding or even at some games, people from the crowd be saying bottom ballers. I thought they was just shouting y'all because y'all from the bottom.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I played the bottom ballers up to 8th grade. And 9th grade came, and I was like one of the best in my class, and I wasn't trying to leave my team. But Team Philly wanted me to play Kalo Elite. They wanted me to play with them, so I told them, this is what I said. I said, if I come, you got to bring 3 of my teammates over. They weren't really ready for the team, but they got over it. They ended up stopped playing after a while, but I was already locked in.
Okay.
Then I played 1 year with them. Then 10th grade year I played with Team Final. 11th grade year a Team Final.
And I think 10th grade is when we first met. It was some tournament. You remember we first met? And I think
I was playing, and I think I played up or something.
Yes.
It was a big shots tournament that Team Final.
Big shots. Exactly there.
Bonnie Walker and was there.
Exactly. Yep. I filmed the game, and I got the game on it's on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's on there. I think we was playing what's that team called?
It was like an all white, almost a predominantly white boy team, I believe.
Yeah, but there was like a good team.
Good, real good. Yeah, it's a common name
the
too.
Best team on that type of circuit.
Yes. It was definitely a big shot. That's some school.
It's gonna come back to me.
Yep.
JV Hoops.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. I remember that day because I remember I saw you, and you just had a little demeanor about yourself, a little swag, and you start balling. In my mind, I was like, yo, I hadn't seen you prior to that, and I was like, yo, this is like tough. Like, who is this guy? And then I think we busted up. I talked to you after the game and everything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Then I ended up playing with Raw Sports. Yeah, that's how everything happened.
Yes, sir. Hey, curious. I'm always curious to know, at what point did you start to realize that you were a little bit better than your peers? Like, at what point did you realize that?
Probably 8th grade.
So
my 8th grade, so I played with the same bottom ballers team. It was 2 twins and Antoine Butler. You go to Austin, PA. Right We all was on the team, but we called him Booty.
Booty, yeah, Booty. That's Jado Films. That's Jado's homie. Yep.
Yeah, he was always the best, and the twins was the 2 and 3, and I was probably like the 4th best. Then from 7th to 8th grade, I transferred to the twins school. In middle school, I got the 8th grade team MVP, and then I got the All-City Classic MVP out of all the 8th graders in the city. Then I knew I was just getting better, and once I got the All-Star game MVP in 8th grade for the best players in the city, I knew I was better than my peers.
Like, was that down at Girard College? Or somewhere else?
It was the Junior Varsity Classic.
Oh, okay. Got you. So was it a combination of people telling you, yo, Sam, you the guy, or just you just feeling like you could just dominate and you just was having fun with it?
No, it was definitely a combination of that. I was like, it was right around the time when I first started tapping the backboard with the ball and doing a layup.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a combination of because I remember after I got the MVP, the next Saturday practice, the coach was like, he made a big thing about it. Like, y'all see Sam, the hardest worker in the gym now, he the best one in here. I was like, oh, man. And everybody was in there. So I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So that day I knew, basically.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's talk about AAU. You mentioned, something about, like Kalo Elite. Then you start, so give me your AAU, just, history, like, so people know what teams you played for.
I played with Kalo Elite when it was called Team Philly. Then I played with Team Finals 10th grade, Team Final 11th grade. That's it. All the years before Team Philly, for Team Philly, I played with bottom ballers.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What were some of just a few memories, some things you'll never forget about playing with Team Final? And then first let me know a few of the players that you played with, so people know who you played with and what years you played with Team Final. Who were some of the players, some of your teammates you had?
So with Team Philly, who I have on that team? I don't even really remember, man. I think who I had what's that kid name? I don't even remember.
Oh, Team Final. I'm sure you. Team Final.
Team Final. My 10th grade year was me, Matthew Cotton, Justin Anderson, Maurice Murray, Mikel Jones, Cliff Jones. No, Mikel Brown.
Okay.
You know Mikel. Yeah, Brown. Cliff Joseph.
Okay.
What's his name now? Samba Diallo. He go to I'm trying to think. But yeah, they like the names I play with. But like,
Yeah. Wait, hey. So fast forward to the Raw Sports All Stars. You linking back up with Mo Murray and Michael. That was old fam.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew everybody on that team for a facade.
Anyway, yeah.
You guys come up your way.
Yeah. So
my 11th grade.
No, go ahead.
My 11th grade year, I played with Cam Reddish, Lewis King.
Wow.
Mikel Jones. Who else? Did Matt Cotton stay? Matt Cotton left. Yeah. But he played a couple tournaments. Justin Anderson. It was a small team this year.
So that year you played with two NBA guys, Cam Reddish, Lewis King, Michael, going down to VCU now. He went to Girard College, IMG now there.
Maurice Murray played on that team.
Mo Murray, yep. Timber Creek, yep.
Yeah, Justin Anderson. But yeah, that team we vote with a short roster.
Yeah. Well, sometimes less is more. Sometimes you only need about 7 or 8 to rock out because don't nobody really want to get subbed anyway.
Oh yeah, Marcus Lewis, my big man.
Big fella. Yeah, there you go. Nah, I appreciate that. Nah.
Yeah, he went to no. Big fella.
And what about the senior? Your last? No, that was your last.
Grade is the last.
Yeah, got you. What's any memories? What are some of your most memorable experiences playing with Team Final? Something you'll never forget. 1 or 2 things, or just anything. Game experience.
The Battle of the Bell game at MOTEP.
Okay.
Versus team, the team Philly versus team
yes.
Elite versus Team Final.
Yes.
That one probably was a big moment. Yeah.
I think I was there for those. I think they're on the channel. The Battle for the Bells.
It was, but I was like, it was there.
Wait, you got MVP.
Yeah.
And you got
just like that. That was the first time we was able to showcase our talent in front of Philly because Team Final always everywhere else.
On the road, yeah. That was big.
Everybody was there. It was a rivalry. We had the tiebreaker because 9th and 10th split. So it came down to 11th, and we won. And
no doubt.
It was talking crazy.
No doubt. Tell me about something that I always wanted to talk to you about, like the whole recruiting process. You know what I'm saying? Like with everyone would think that he's playing with Team Final, playing all these guys. You know what I'm saying? Offers out the wazoo. Tell me how the recruiting was going for you at with Team Final. Just kind of how that was going.
My recruiting was real good. My 10th grade year, I had like all these schools. Then my 11th grade year, I would say Team Final. I didn't benefit from playing with Team Final because they had Cam and Lewis, and it was more so like we had to put my 10th grade. I was the guy on the team as far as always like I was a part of every play basically. 11th grade year come, it was really just Cam and Lewis show. Then they tried to I was like in and out of the starting lineup because they was trying to put Cam on a point and things like that. But he was never going to play point guard in college. So recruiting slowed down tremendously my junior year. Coaches, I was like the B or C guy, and the coaches was like, "We just don't know what type of player you are no more because you aren't playing on a ball or nothing right now." And I was like, so it definitely got kind of tough. Then I went to the hoop group camp to offer me. I committed. Gotcha.
So as soon as they offer you jump right on it.
Yeah.
What made you just jump right on it when they showed you that love at that point in your situation?
Because I'm more so like I always go with my gut. I make good decisions when I go with my gut. And they definitely wanted me the most. They told me they can see me coming here and taking over the whole school. It was basically my position to come and grab. And I knew I should have had a bunch of offers already. And I thought I could. And I knew I could play higher than Binghamton. So, but it was more so like, all right, they was the first team to show me love. I'm going to go mess with them, prove everybody wrong, and I'm going to go kill there. And it was more so me knowing I can play higher, but me decide, like, all right, I'm going to just do this right now, and then I'm going to just do it. Like, I knew I was going to do what I did when I got there. So
gotcha.
I wasn't really surprised.
Gotcha. Let's talk about high school. Let's transition to high school. Let's Shipley. You were at Shipley. Did you think of Shipley? Just tell me about some of those, any memories or just, how Shipley was.
Shipley was a good school. Definitely changed me as a person. Or not, it didn't change, but helped develop me more to a well-rounded young man and things of that nature. But it was definitely a culture shock. I never had a white classmate until I was at Shipley. So I went from 8 years of no white classmates to 4 years straight of being only black or two black,
Yeah.
So it was definitely tough. And from a basketball side, it was cool. Shipley definitely did the most for me out of any place. It allowed me to like learn how to become Sam Sessoms that everybody know. I was like scored 2,100 points there.
Wow.
We always ran into West Town, so I never won a championship. But it was crazy. But no, I definitely a lot of memories at Shipley and a lot of buckets at Shipley as well.
100%. Yeah, them rivalry games was crazy, dog. I mean, like the West Town Shipley games, dog. I mean, like I vividly remember you just giving out buckets, like just unstoppable, man. No matter who was.
Yeah, I think you had the one game when I had like 37 on them.
I was there, 100%. It was a home game. It was one at home, and then y'all play him in the shit. Did y'all play in the championship game or Final Four?
Yeah. No, we played in the championship.
At the Friends League Championship, right? Was it
we played them in the championship 2 years.
At the Haverford School? At the Haverford College, Haverford?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I filmed you against West Town twice, I think.
It was twice. It was one at Dare. It was never at Shipley. It was once at Dare Gym and one at
Haverford. Exactly, yeah, and I got both of them Jones. And the one at home, I remember you was just destroying them, just giving out buckets.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure.
For sure. Do you have? I mean, were they some of your most memorable games? The Shipley, the West Town games.
Shipley and West Town games definitely were some of the most memorable games for sure. Yeah, definitely for sure because it was just the best. They had Cam Reddish, Muhammad Bamba, Jake Forrester, Brandon Randolph.
Shifu.
Noah Collier.
Yeah.
All those type guys, So it was definitely.
Yeah. Fast forward to the Donofrio experience. I just want to thank you again. You helped Big Star and Coach Pratt get our first Donofrio Classic Championship.
Right now.
Say again?
I said the one and only chip I got right now.
The one and only, man. Yeah, we definitely gotta get some more, man. This I think this year was gonna be special too. We was gonna make a run at it this year, but appreciated you, leading the team, man, and helping us get that chip, man. Tell me about that experience. We played some really good teams, some really good talent. I mean, I think in the championship game we played against Luther Muhammad, who's at Penn Ohio State, but I think he's transferring now.
He's transferring out of there.
Yeah, Miles Dredd. We played Miles Dredd and them. I think a game or two before that. I was looking at some of the old games earlier. I think the one game we played against AJ Hogart. We played some good competition that little run, man. What are your experience? Just any thoughts about that Donofrio run?
It was definitely a crazy run. It was a real good experience. It was crazy. That old school Cavaliers game was crazy.
Yes.
That game was crazy.
For real. Somebody's on here ask about the Dykeman 39 tone. I was so upset that I didn't get a chance to get up there, man, to the Dykeman, man, because just the distance I couldn't get up there. But talk about that real quick. Talk about the Dykeman, and for people who don't know what that is.
No, that Dykeman, that's a crazy. I don't know why my man told me just ask the question, but
it's all good.
Dykeman was definitely a crazy experience. We always I went up there with my West Philly squad. It's definitely what the videos look like. So it was definitely it was just crazy, man.
Yeah. Your work ethic. You don't just get that good, or like the level that you are at, just overnight, just by like playing video games. Like you're out working. Talk to the younger generation. Tell them about your work ethic and what it takes to become who you are and to play like you play.
It definitely takes a lot of work. I think you gotta do a lot of things that other people aren't doing. So like, and you kind of gotta be selfish in a way because everybody is trying to get to a certain spot. So you gotta work harder than others, and even when you're working harder than others that are around you, you still gotta think, damn, there's a million other people in the world working out right now to get to this college spot. So whenever you just bored sitting there, I would just do regular stuff around the house, just do everything I can to work out. And you just gotta live with basketball. People that play professional level you want to get to, their whole life is basketball. They don't sit around too much and do nothing, So you definitely gotta work ethic if you even just to get to on a decent high school team, on a decent AAU team. So if you want to get to a crazy AAU team, then you definitely gotta work.
Does height really matter? And how are you able to do what you do at your height?
Height don't really matter, but it matters. Because some people people are trash, but they just tall.
Yeah.
but one thing is I tell this to all small girls, like a lot of DMs, like, "Yo, how do you do that? Like, what should I do?" Play a lot of one-on-ones with taller guys, and you'll start getting your floater and stuff like that, because you just gotta do it. You start getting high layups, the awkward wrong foot, because I started the wrong foot layups. I learned that not because I worked on it, but because I used to play with tall guys, and the regular left foot right hand, they used to block me. So I used to be like, damn, what can I do to switch it up? Maybe I should do the right leg right hand. Yeah. Because people, they time it. So, just, experience with taller guys and playing with older guys, physical guys, definitely get you experience and ready to go. So that's what you need to do.
No doubt. Yeah. What are some other keys to your success? You talked about just now adjusting your game, playing one-on-ones with taller guys. What are some other keys to your success?
Basically me off the court as well as on the court. Like, I feel like if you're a good man, a good dude, you do a lot of good things in the world, like, you're going to get rewarded in some shape or form, But, like, you got to be respectful. You got to listen, you can't be afraid to ask for help either. A lot of people that are in places to ask for help, and you can't be one of those stubborn kids that think you know it all. You got to ask for help. Things like that, and especially your circle. The people you surround yourself with is a big thing. If you're going to be around a group of people daily, make sure they're on a similar path and got similar goals to you. So I would say that.
Yep, makes sense. Who do you look up to? Who inspires you?
What inspired me? I got different. So I would say probably my dad definitely inspired me, just because low income household, 2 jobs his whole life, my whole life. Mom and stay-at-home mom, things like that, but that he inspires me for that, just do whatever you can to take care of your family, even if you got to break your back, do things like that, but just make something happen, and other people that inspire me on a basketball tip. I got a lot of people that inspire me in basketball in many ways. I reach out to a lot of, I'm not that type of kid that's afraid to reach out to. I reach out to players that I play against, like, yo, give me tips. I reach out to older guys that been around, professional players, give me tips. I reach out to professionals, So I'm inspired in basketball by a lot of people. So I can't really pinpoint that.
Yeah. What are on the court? What are some of your strengths? Like some of the things that you think you do well on the court, and some of the things that coaches appreciate about you.
My ability to create, whether it's scoring, like they know I can create for myself and score, but I can create for myself and score so much, I'll end up getting double teams, and that'll create another player open. So basically, my ability to penetrate and create, or whether to score or pass the ball, definitely my vision and things like that, but really it would just be me creating for myself for others. That's what a lot of coaches that recruit me were saying. We love how you can really score at an elite level, but also you can pass at an elite level as well, and you have great vision, So I think those are my 2 strong suits.
Got you. Somebody said your special move. I'm not sure what they're referring to, but do you have a go-to move?
I know he talking about was my move. Everybody says like me, like a little half spin that I be doing.
Okay.
To get by people.
Gotcha.
I was doing that since I was a kid because I was fat and slow, so I used to just have to turn my back. You can't get around big people.
Yeah.
So I used to just turn my back and go. But as I got older, I got slimmer, faster, and stronger. So now it's just super quick.
Yeah.
And it's like go fast, then it's a slow bam, then go real quick.
Got you. What things do you still want to improve on currently? As you go to a higher level, playing at Penn State in the big, in that league. What things you want to still improve about your game?
Definitely my defense. My ability to make my defense, my physical attributes. Shooting it from deep, dribbling, shooting off the dribble and stuff, things like that. Yeah.
Recruitment. We're about to get into talking about Binghamton and all, and your experience there. I know it's a lot of young boys, everybody, want to get the offers, or some kids ain't getting the offers, what I'm saying? Like, just based off of your experience, what advice would you have for younger kids, seniors now, juniors going into senior year, regardless of this pandemic stuff that's going on now, but just in general for the future, what advice would you have for kids that's playing AAU ball, the whole recruitment process, what advice would you have for them?
They got to stay positive. Don't judge your success based on based off other success. If a lot of people did that in the world, then a lot of people would be depressed, doing bad things because it's just like me saying like, hey, like, and I look at like your life, and I'm like, like you just can't do that because nobody's in your shoes, nobody dealing with the problems or facing it that you're doing. They are put in certain predicaments, so you got to just have your principles set in line, stick to your principles, and don't change under circumstances. A lot of people got different principles and rules for certain things. We just got to stay solid. Don't listen to too much that people are saying because, like I said, nobody else is in your position or in your shoes, so they can't really give you the input that you want. And you can't. This is the biggest thing, though. You can't let others' expectations of you affect you. It's just like if you say, "Damn, Sam, like I ain't really." As long as it's nothing like me doing something, like a kid doing something bad, and like you hear how people say, "I expected something else out of you." Like that's not my fault. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like in a way, like a lot of people put too much on certain people, but I'm trying to see how I could put it. Like the way I act based off your imagination of me in your head is like not on me. Like that's just so you can't listen to the outside. You gotta stick to yourself and stay true to yourself.
That totally makes sense. Totally make a lot of sense. So you transitioned from Shipley to Binghamton. What was the biggest adjustment, like going from high school to college? You know what I'm saying? What was the biggest adjustment? Was it easy? I mean, obviously you did really well, right off the bat. You was a starter and you was just, doing really well. But regardless, tell me about the things that people didn't see. Any struggles or just, what was the adjustment going from that level to that level?
The physicality was just the hardest part. Once you I never really worked out like I did until I got to college, and them workouts was crazy. I passed out my first college workout. I passed out at Binghamton.
I mean, what's the difference?
It was everything. Like the weights was maximized, the conditioning afterwards, everything was just on a whole nother level. I really passed out. Like I was like butt naked in the locker room, and I passed out.
That's crazy. Tell me about your freshman year, how that went. It's unfortunate you didn't, like playing there. It's a blessing that people were able to watch online and stuff like that. But for the people that didn't see, wasn't able to follow your career, give them a quick, just a little synopsis of how the freshman year went. Any accolades, any accomplishments, or just kind of how it went.
I was All-American, third team All-Conference, led the third in the conference in scoring, second in assists. Got an upset over Stony Brook in the semifinals. I broke a lot of records rookie of the year. I broke all of Binghamton freshman records. I broke a lot of American East records. I don't really remember them, but
what is it? Like scoring records, assists, or like what type of records?
Scoring and assist records, and a man of the player of the weeks, rookie of the weeks.
Okay.
I think I had like 9 or something.
Wow.
Like 15 something. I don't know.
Yeah. And so that was your freshman year, and then your sophomore season. How the season last year? How that end up?
Sophomore year, team-wise we did bad, but I led the league in scoring. I lost the assist. I was second in assists, just found out behind by 0.4. But it would have been, if I would have got that, it would have been the first time in I think it was the first time ever somebody led the league in scoring and assists. I was second team all conference. I was supposed to be first, with the team success kind of waiting on that. But I was the first player in a while to score 1,000 points in 2 seasons. I'm second men all the time. Binghamton scores 90 points away from the top spot.
Got you. And I remember I got a kick out of when you was talking to your homie the other day on live. You said that the Michigan State game, you was like, that joint was hard. That joint was hard. Tell me kind of what you elaborate on that. Tell me what you meant by that.
No, it was just hard because the teams was just keening on me. Like when a whole team like the big Michigan State can't key in on a team like Penn State because everybody is at Michigan State level.
Yeah.
Players match up perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same level. So you key in on me, I can kick it to Isaiah Brockington. Like, you know, so just like the teams that Binghamton keyed on me, they really couldn't because everybody was the same level. But Michigan State, when they played this, they just keyed on me. And, you know, they tried to make everybody else beat them, but everybody wasn't really ready to do it, you know. So,
gotcha.
And it's a lot tougher.
Yeah.
So, physicality-wise, you know, so that's what I meant by that.
Got you. So I know it's a lot of fans up in the State College area, Happy Valley. They call it Happy Valley. Yeah. They're waiting for you, man. So if some people that's watching right now didn't know, you're transferring to Penn State. Tell me about the transition. Tell me why, and just kind of just break it down.
It was the reason I went because I'm ready to challenge myself on a higher basketball level. I was given the opportunity, to play at a higher school and assimilate into the same type of role in a way. And like I said, I wanted to push myself, But I'm excited to get it going. The transition has been not tough at all. I'm ready for the new challenge, I'm just ready to get on campus. So I'm sitting out my first year, so it'll be a lot of extra workouts, extra lifts, So I'm ready to get started. Yeah,
so you're not going to play right away. You're going to wait and then come in the next kind of like what Isaiah Brockington did. We didn't see him right away.
They wanted me to play right away though.
Okay.
But I said no.
Okay. Yeah, so you're gonna so we're gonna see you in a whole nother season, and it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, basically.
Crazy.
I'm basically gonna be like the 2019 class.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
When I graduate, yeah.
So why Penn State? Why did you choose Penn State? I'm sure you had other options, but why did you say that's the place I want to be?
They was recruiting me the hardest. I like their coaching staff, the coaching they got going on with the Philly pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
I can't name a dude that went to Penn State from Philadelphia who didn't like it or had a bad career.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to go to a situation where they don't know how to deal with me as a kid. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They got experience with it. They're basically veterans at that.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, from the basketball aspect, it was a perfect fit. After my sit-out year, their point guard next year would be a senior. I'm sitting out that year. Then the following year, I would be a point guard for the next 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I would have played this year if I didn't sit out, but it just everything made sense. And not too far. It's like similar hours away from Binghamton. So it was a bunch of things. Everything came full circle.
Yeah. What is it going to mean to you to be playing back in Pennsylvania? Possibly an easier commute for your family from Philly and friends to get up to Penn State to check the games out. Playing with some Philly guys, or, people Lundy and Isaiah Brockington. What's that? What is that going to be? Like.
It's definitely gonna be exciting to be at Penn State because it's like the crazy thing is Penn State is farther away than Binghamton is.
Oh, is it?
It's like 15 minutes further.
Okay, gotcha.
But it's still like in Pennsylvania, so that's better. But I'm mostly excited about playing with the dudes that are from Philly. Being in that environment. Penn State is basically like a Philly school. A lot of people say so.
Yeah.
I'm definitely excited to get that started.
Yeah, you looking forward to playing on TV on the Big Ten Network and all that?
Yeah, definitely. That's like, but I don't really care, TV or not. I'm gonna play the game.
Yeah. Talked about that. Just want to remind the viewers, if y'all have any questions, we can do a Q&A at any time. If anybody has any questions, I'll read them and I'll shout them at Sam as I'm getting through my last few questions. Besides basketball, what do you do? What are your hobbies? What do you do for fun?
When I'm here, I just work out. I don't play the game. I like playing cards for money, gambling.
Cards? What are your card games? What do you like playing?
I like playing poker, spades, pity pat, pinochle.
Tonk?
I don't play that.
No tonk?
My mom don't do.
No doubt.
Yeah, but I just like playing card games. But when I'm home, I just spend time with my family, my girl, and work out.
Gotcha. So pretty much just all ball.
Yeah, all basketball.
What are your personal goals at this point in life? Not even necessarily focus on basketball. Matter of fact, just table that. Julian's Carmichael said, favorite moment at Shipley.
Favorite moment man Shipley was when I scored 55 points on my mom's birthday.
55 points on your mom's birthday.
Yeah, we lost though.
It's all good. Mom Dukes was happy.
Yeah, it was just dope.
Wow.
It was the biggest night of the year. It was crazy.
Yeah. Somebody else asked, how was it playing against Cassius Winston, and what did you learn from him?
It was dope because we played against Cassius Winston the day after his brother passed away.
Oh, wow.
It was his first game playing. So it was definitely emotional for him, but it was tough to see how he handled that, and he had like 18-8, so it was a great game for him. He played, it was definitely dope just to be around for that moment, and it was the day after his brother, lost his life, so it was definitely dope.
Yeah. Somebody else wanted to know, are there any other Philly area ballers being recruited with you that are coming to Penn State or no?
Not that I know of. I'm not really worrying about that.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Somebody, Matt Buckets 1 wants to know who's your favorite NBA player. Russell Westbrook, and why? Why him?
Because his mentality, he really just get it done. He nobody like him. He like mean. Got that dog mentality. He don't got no friends on the court. That's how it should be.
Basically,
a lot of players now are they too into all the other theatrics and stuff like that. They want to be super friends. Like it's like not competitive with Russell Westbrook. But everybody know once you go out there, Russell Westbrook, you're not. If you don't got a Rockets jersey on, don't like try to shake his hand or nothing.
Basically,
she ended up being kind of like pimped out in a way, and like being technically raped by older male. Mm-hmm. And then she ended up killing him.
I saw that. I saw her on TV. I saw like a little story about her. Yeah.
She was in jail for probably like a lot of years, and she came home.
She came home. Yep.
Probably yeah. So that was just a dope moment to be around there, and there was a lot of minorities at Binghamton that met up and went there and see her speak. It was just dope.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate Tunnel Vision 67 asking why Shipley. I was actually curious. That was actually one of my questions. If it wasn't Shipley, like when you chose Shipley, when your school said, yeah, we want, once you go to a different school, why was it Shipley? Like, why not any other school? They asked.
Shipley was the best academic school around, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Shipley to have for school. Their schools are on a whole different type of bracket.
Yeah.
As far as life, it's deeper than basketball.
Yeah.
Definitely a basketball tip. I knew basketball was gonna be mine because it wasn't really that highly touted, So
yeah.
I thought I could go take over there. But more importantly, it was just like going to that type of school, which just wasn't a common thing because people couldn't do it.
Yeah.
They're not they didn't want it to, just because basically that.
Yeah. Something else I wanted to know. How everybody talks about the Catholic League, Roman, Wood, Newman Goretti. If at that time when you was in 8th grade, transition into high school, if you had to choose one of those schools at that time to play your high school career, what school would you possibly have chosen, you think?
I would have went Newman Goretti or West Catholic.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely Newman Goretti or West Catholic.
Got you. That would have been crazy. That would have been super crazy.
I probably would end up going to West Catholic.
Oh yeah, just like kind of like another, not one of the main. You know what I'm saying? Just.
Yeah, because I'm not no bandwagon or nothing. I don't want to hop on the best team.
Yeah.
So I would probably went to and West Catholic is in West Philly.
Oh yeah, that would only made sense.
Yeah.
and you, I'm sure you would have turned West Catholic into that would have been that spot. Hands down. Best player you played against in high school.
Player, rank wise was Mohamed Bamba and Cam Reddish, but the best players that I've seen and felt, I'm trying to think. I played against a lot of good players. Probably one of them too again. I don't know. Yeah, because I always felt like my 9th grade year we played against Mike Watkins. 10th grade year, Mohamed Bamba was the best. 11th grade. After 11th and 12th grade, I was always one of the best on the court too. Not the best, the second best. So I would say probably Mohamed Bamba.
Gotcha. Somebody wants to know, when things get hard, when things get difficult for you, adversity, what motivates you and keeps you going?
Just my family, for real. I know what I'm doing it for. It's a bigger purpose. It's more than me. So a lot of times when I don't feel like doing it and I'm BSing around with things, I'm not just hurting myself, I'm hurting my family.
Somebody else wanted to know what was your feelings once Penn State offered you, and when you got to meet Pat Chambers.
I never met Pat Chambers because I talked to him on the phone and virtual FaceTime.
Oh yeah, yeah.
When I found out Penn State offered me, I was cool. I wasn't really super excited about none of the schools that offered me because I knew I was gonna get them.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a great experience. I mean, a great feeling just to know like other high major schools once you're out there, So that was dope. Pat Chambers, he a good dude. Good to talk to him on the phone. Seemed like he got great energy, So yeah, it was a good feeling.
No doubt, no doubt. One last question before I let you go. How did you? It's somebody, Nathan Panzer. He says, how do you overcome being small? Because he's small as well. So I guess he needs some motivation from you right now. Talk to him.
Overcome being small. Like I kind of mentioned it earlier. You gotta just embrace it, but more importantly, you gotta put in extra work because there's a lot of guys that are like I said, are taller, that are less talented, but they're better at the regular stuff based on their physicality as far as the defending and attributes as far as rebounding and things like that, blocking. So definitely you just gotta overcome being small by embracing being small, and don't try to find people to play against that you're bigger than. You gotta find people that are bigger than you, because that's just how it's gonna be for the rest of your career as you get to a higher level. So you gotta embrace that and just practice on a daily playing against taller players.
Got you. Well, I appreciate it, man. That's all my questions. The people asked some good ones. Is there anything that you want to say that we didn't cover, or just something that you want to talk about before we go?
Oh man, just for all the kids that are under the radar right now, probably feeling pressure about going to college. More importantly, I hear this question a lot. It doesn't matter if you're Division I. I know plenty of Division II and Division III guards that are Division II, Division III players that are better than Division I players. So like I said, mainly I would end it with saying don't judge your worth and how good you are based on other people. You might be better than somebody at a higher level, but you wasn't granted the situation that they were. You weren't put in certain predicaments to succeed as well as them. So gotta stay humble, stay patient, and just keep grinding and stay true to yourself.
No doubt. Well, one last question. Somebody also wants to know. We asked some of the toughest players you played against. Somebody wants to know who's the toughest player you had to guard, defend.
It would be hardest player I had to guard. Man, I'm gonna just do it in general. It would probably be this year when we played this Tommy Funk.
Okay.
Well, he's from a point guard from Army.
Mm-hmm.
He's just super fast, strong, but he just knew how to draw fouls. I was fouled out for it.
So what did you take away from that game? Is there something that you was like, whoa, I like how he did that? Let me, or no?
He just knew how to use his body, and he was my height, and he was a strong Army guard. So definitely that. But I never really had because I never was really the best defender, the greatest. I'm not known for Sam got the best defense, So usually teams have schemes to I know all the schemes to make it look better. You know what I mean? To help me not stand out as much. But the Army game, he was just smart, and you know how to draw fouls, use his body.
No doubt. Well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate all your time. I'm not even sure how long we was on here, man, but I enjoyed the conversation. So, it's pretty much that, man. I look forward to seeing you at Penn State next season. I'll definitely be up there, period, to come see IZB and those guys. So I'll see you in the building, man. We are. Wifey in the background, she said we are. Once you put that jersey on, that's going to become our favorite college basketball team, of course. Yeah. Hey, well. Hey, you already know, man. It's your family, man. We're all sports family, and we got love for you, man. And just want to continue to see you be successful. God bless you. God bless your family. And prayers for everyone to as far as being safe and healthy, during this tough time in our country, man.
Yeah, same with you, man. Thanks for having me. Good luck on our future these.
Yes, sir. Make sure you tune in whenever I'm going live with somebody else, and so you can get some feedback, ask some questions, and I appreciate that.
I will. Will do for sure.
All right, big dog. Take care, man. Bless you.
All right.
All right.